Ichiro and Darvish had a one-on-one chat about the 2023 WBC. Let's go over some of the key talking points they discussed. This was Darvish's second WBC at 36 years old. The first time he participated was in 2009 when he was just 22 years old. Reflecting on the 2009 tournament, he said he felt as though he was just hanging out with the players around his age and took a backseat to the vets on the team like Ichiro and Daisuke Matsuzaka and was riding their coattails. But this time around, Darvish was the oldest player on the roster and was no doubt the leader of the team. Keep in mind that the average age of the 2023 WBC roster was 26. Since Darvish moved to the MLB 11 years ago, he actually had never really spent time with most of the guys on the roster. Thus, he made a conscious effort to communicate with all the players on the roster as much as possible. It is well known that Darvish taught a lot of the young Japanese pitchers new breaking balls, like Roki Sasaki's slider during the WBC camp. Also, Darvish was the only player on the 2023 roster from the 2009 roster, so Ichiro said that he felt that Darvish was able to pass on the championship DNA to the young team. The 2009 WBC was the second edition of the tournament and had not yet developed the prestige that it has now. Thus, Ichiro couldn't understate how important it was for him to show to the rest of the Japan roster how serious he was about winning it all. He would join the preseason camp in February early to train with the rest of the roster to show his determination. In 2023, Darvish too was the only MLB player joining the February preseason camp, with the rest of the MLB guys like Otani, Nootbaar, and Yoshida joining the team much later in March. Also, Ichiro came clean to say that he was disappointed about a comment Darvish made on his Twitter in 2012. Darvish said that the WBC meant nothing to the US and the Latin American players. He said that plenty of the players don't even know who won the 2006 and 2009 championships. Ichiro was perplexed as to how Darvish can say that when they fought so hard together to win the 2009 championship. Darvish clarified that the WBC still lacks prestige in the eyes of the international community because it's played during the preseason and players and ball clubs are reluctant to send their best players because they don't want to risk injuries. He believes that MLB needs to do more to improve the tournament's reputation as a whole. Another talking point was how Ichiro and Darvish, having distinguished careers in the MLB, made them want to be Team USA even more. Ichiro says that the US still looks down on Japanese baseball. He says it's not as over as before, but that sentiment still persists. Darvish agreed and says that it was one of the biggest motivating factors for taking part in the 2023 WBC to beat Team USA. And that's the gist of their conversation. They released a 7-hour documentary about the WBC 2023 championship on New Year's Eve, and so I will be posting more translation videos like this one. So hit subscribe if you want to see more Japanese baseball related content on the channel, and join the Discord if you want to get involved in an English speaking MPV community.